What up, man? What it do, man? Yeah, I made my build um on my first try.
Day one.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
slash and playmaker. I was just trying out some
Oh shit. Let me send
center
you. Well, I'm gonna
builds.
change this one up. This is like semi-similar to how I'm gonna make my guy, except for I'll change out the offensive stuff for playmaking. I'll send you the
All
picture.
right.
Because I don't know why I would want offensive stats for a stretch when I'm not gonna be playing inside the paint very much.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff though is still for like the badge points. Even I mean, but even still, you
Oh,
still
I
don't
know.
need
Oh, I know.
badges for a stretch. Like you don't need playmaking badges for a stretch.
Right. Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out is if I'd rather have the finishing badges or the playmaking badges. Because if I go finishing, I can get more badge points overall compared to,
Well, if you did finishing, uh, I don't know. Playmaking badges don't really do nothing for stretch four, but I feel like finishing badges would definitely
well,
not be.
it's not even really, I'm not even really making a stretch 4, I'm making a stretch 5. But
Oh,
that's
it's a
the
stretch
thing is, it's
five.
like, I just don't know if I should have like, go with playmaking so I can get like break starter and stuff like that, instead of going with finishing, where really all I really want to upgrade really is my standing dunk.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, standing dunk and shot close, possibly.
yeah, I guess I don't know.
Which that picture that I showed you is just a 7'3" with minimal wingspan. So
That's
like
crazy.
7'3" minimum wingspan, you can still get an 84-3, but 86 mid range, 84-3.
I mean, if you got mid ranges, I guess I would do finishing to get like I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's difficult because it's like I want to at least be at least semi dunk. You know what I mean? Like I don't
Right.
want to just put up layups all the time because otherwise you'll get screwed based on animation. And then it also is crazy badge wise because it's like I know basically what badges I want to get. It's just the last two badges that I literally cannot figure out. If I want to get like Green Machine and Flexible Release, or if I want to get like Flexible Release and Clutch Shooter, or do I want to like get like Green Machine and Clutch Shooter?
What's your free throw rating?
See, I think it can go higher than that. I actually think it can go up to 81, but I don't know. Like I said, that just the picture, it makes it seem like it's max, but I don't think it
Yeah.
is.
Um.
Like I said, that's just a picture. I took a picture of someone else that made a stretch
Oh,
5.
that's not yours.
No, that's not mine. Um, I haven't even started up the demo yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm just, I'm just waiting for all the info to drop because it's like because I know like either you or Dome or even Chris, like one of you guys is probably gonna have four general. And if that's the case, that one of you guys has four general on Hall of Fame adds an extra four attribute points
To all the
towards I
yeah,
think
to the offensive
towards I
stuff.
think your mate to all your offensive stuff,
Hmm.
which would give me theoretically an 88 3-pointer at 7'3". Plus, then you add in Dimer and other stuff like that. Plus your Hall of
Hmm.
Fame badges.
Yeah.
That's why I'm just saying I just can't figure out what the last two badges that I want to get are because I know I want to get Quick Draw Hall of Fame, Catch and Shoot Hall of Fame, Deadeye Hall of Fame, Range Extender Hall of Fame, and then Pick and Popper Hall of Fame because those all go with playing as a stretch big. Because a lot of times as a stretch big, you're a hell of a lot more likely to be running the pick and pop than you are, of course, the pick and
Hmm.
roll. Plus, if we get an inside big man like EJ at the 4, I could theoretically just have him be theoretically setting screens. Like he could be setting the screen and running the pick and roll, or I could set the screen if I go with a like with attributes toward defense. I could also get gold
That's
brick
crazy.
wall, and also be setting the screens too, and then I could also then pop if I needed to. It's just trying to figure out, like I said, the last two badges because clutch shooter, it says fourth quarter and overtime, which I would assume that also ties in with ice in your veins, because ice in your veins in particular is free throw shooting. But I would think that clutch shooter also ties in, you would think, unless it's just purely a shooting badge, not a free throw, like
Yeah, I
not
think
tied
if they make ice and veins, that means that's exclusively like I don't think clutch shooter will
free
cover free
throws. Yeah,
throws.
yeah. So it also depends too, because clutch shooter can also work in park. So, but
Yeah,
it's also like how many games are you really gonna play that are super close that you're gonna need it? You know what I mean?
yeah. That's
It's like
probably more
unless
for
you,
like a
it's
pro
like
am thing.
right, and that's the thing. I don't know if I. Well, the good thing is like once we hit a certain, I think 95, which they say 95 takes like 40 hours. Like they say once you hit 95, you can basically respec your badges to whatever
Yeah,
you want.
that's what I like. So the only question I have is like when we make a player in the demo now, are these like the best case scenario badges? Like, are these all the badges we will ever be able to hold at one time, or is this like? Because I doubt this
Basically,
is the start. This isn't. This obviously isn't the start.
no,
Like
no,
when the game
no, no,
comes
no, no,
out.
no. This no. The my player thing, like the my player builder, of course, is the actual
Well, yeah,
starter. But in
yeah, but I'm talking
reality,
about like when
you have a
you.
career mode.
I guess the thing I need to realize is when you go to my player builder, you're not going to have the same amount of points that we
Not in
have
the
now.
beginning. Not in the
Yeah,
beginning. Not until
right.
you hit 99. So in
So
reality, I think someone did the stats for it, and I think it was like basically do like the 200 or whatever, like basically take off like 120 or 130 stats of what you have right away, I believe. And that will basically give you like what you're gonna have at, I think, like 60 overall or something like, or 80 overall, something like that.
so the badges
So
that we
basically, we
have
don't start
when
with
we
them.
make the guy is like the badges that we will have, like the number of badges we'll have at 95 or whatever.
Yeah, 95. Yeah. Well, yeah, I believe it's 95, and I think anything higher than that is just basically attributes, I believe.
Yeah. So that's insane because that's a lot of badge management. There's a lot of badge I sacrifice thinking like, oh yeah, I'll get that later, or I can, I can wait for that, or I don't need that. But to see that I'm
Well,
not going to have a lot of badges kind of changes how I'm
t-
gonna
well,
make my guy.
I just invited Chris too. Shit. Uh, the one thing that I'm really wondering about is I don't know if you saw the friggin'. So I saw two crazy things. There's a small forward build that you can build that's like primary playmaking, primary finishing, basically, and you can get
Mhm.
61 attribute points. And then I also saw a build last night with a 6'9" small forward
Yeah.
that had 94 three-pointer, 95 mid-range, 95 post fades, and you can basically get like Hall of Fame difficult shots and all those other Hall of Fame shooting badges on it, which
Yeah.
is kind of nuts. Depending, like it all depends truthfully on what type of player you want to make. But
Did you figure out what you wanted to make right now?
I know I want to make probably a 7'3" stretch five. I just can't figure out badge wise what I want to do.
Hmm.
Because I was thinking I could, uh, instead of like that picture that I showed you, take out that stuff and possibly put it in playmaking. Because
I'm gonna
really,
ta
like, I'm not,
I'm gonna take a lot of time on this one because I've been messing up the builds lately because I'm not taking time on it.
well, because, like I was just telling Rambo, it's like, I really, as a stretch big, I really only need close shot and standing dunk. That's all you really need for inside as a stretch. It's not like I'm going to use driving layup or driving dunk all that much in reality, because how often
Yeah.
am I going to be cutting? But like at least playmaking wise, I could, if I put that stuff, the other attribute points towards playmaking, I could get like break starter and stuff like that. And then I was telling him what I could also do is possibly get on defense, get gold brick wall, then get like a couple, 2 or 3 silver badges, which I was thinking possibly like probably Intimidator, Box, and the new Hustle Rebounder badge. Get
Yeah.
those. But like I was telling him, just the biggest issue I have is trying to figure out what Hall of Fame badges or what the last 2 Hall of Fame badges that I want are for my stretch. Which I'm like I told him, I'm debating between Green Machine. Well, I might probably get flexible release in reality because that will help on
Apparently in
stuff like
the apparently in the regular game, in like the original or the full version, everything's gonna be different.
well, that's what I've heard,
Everything
and
with
I
pie
also
chart.
heard that's what I
Everything,
heard. I heard
everything like what the pie charts.
I heard that
Apparently
they're
it's
going to
all
be
different.
changing pie charts around. They're going to be adding more pie charts. It's going to be it's like people have been saying the last day or two. Basically, this demo was completely fucking pointless because if you're going to be changing all this shit for the game, everything that we've gotten used to is all different.
Exactly.
I heard they were going to be adding, but they're going to change the ones that we already saw too.
I think
Yeah,
it's more to just get us used to the gameplay and what the gameplay ability is gonna be in a sense.
yeah.
I feel
Well,
like I
and
feel
I
like
heard
that has to happen anyway because a lot of people I don't agree, but it makes sense. A lot of people think the pie charts are just archetypes, and I see where they
they
can,
basically are. Yeah,
but
they
it's just
basically
more
are.
freedom though. Like you can do a little
Yeah.
bit more than last year.
Well, I think they also need to change it, the attribute stuff, because there's no way, in my opinion, that, or I can understand like them getting more, but it shouldn't be that much more attribute wise that point guards and shooting guards are getting more that as far as compared to big men. Point guards and shooting guards are getting on average like 80 or 90 attribute points more than big men. So you can't really make a well-rounded big man. While with point guards and shooting guards, you can give yourself defense, you can give yourself finishing and shooting, or you can give yourself playmaking, defense, finishing, and a tiny bit of shooting,
I'm gonna try making a 3 and D guy right now. That's what I'm doing.
which won't be very hard at all. Oh shit, let me send you that picture, because the you won't make a true 3 and D guy, but yeah.
Close. Close to one.
I'm trying to find the picture. I think it's this one. Nope, not the right one. Ignore that.
60. Depending on how I make my character, my block won't be as good. Give it a 60 in my offense.
There we go, I just sent the right one. Like I said, that's a small forward version. Like you have decent defense. You don't have the greatest, but you have like really good friggin'
I'm using a shooting guard right now, so
yeah. Well, I saw someone basically create like similar to like a Klay Thompson build where like they were a good shooter and a good defender. The only shitty thing is like once you go above 6'6",
yeah.
like it kills your fucking stats. But
I like how
I
sharps aren't
You don't
going to
need
be
no
fast
post.
this year at least.
well, bro, but if you look at big man, bro, no fucking big man is gonna be fast unless you
No,
go like
I'm
6'9" or 6.
talking about just sharps in
I know,
general.
I know, yeah. Well, you
You
say
don't need
that,
much
but
post.
point guards are gonna be fucking ridiculously fast,
Yeah, the guy I
especially
made
if
is
you
a
have
95 speed, 95 XL.
well, especially if you have someone like I think it was like Dome or Chris or someone that I know of, it might have been one of my other buddies, created a friggin' basically a playmaking sharp, and he had like 90 speed and like high 80s shooting.
Yeah.
But I still don't understand what's going on with the off the dribble attribute, because we don't know what it's composed of. Because I was
Yeah.
watching a video earlier of Stretch Big shooting off the dribble and greening. Like without difficult shots, because big men can't get difficult shots. But how do you guys think it would work if, like, let's say I had my Stretch Big, but I also, instead of, like, let's say getting clutch shooter or something like that, got deep fades Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
Because
I
like our
sent what I made attribute
post fade
was.
is 95. You know what I mean? Like that, the friggin' Stretch. My dude would be 7'3" with a 95, 95 post fade.
I sent what I'm thinking of to the Discord.
Bro, you're friggin' okay. Gotcha. Well, and then, bro, if that's what you're gonna do, the smart thing to do, I understand it would reduce your defense, but I would possibly see how it works if you reduce your wingspan, because that should bump you up to like an 80 mid 80s 3-pointer or so, and then you would think
It
with
won't be too bad. It'll just reduce my steal a bit and my block.
right, which
And
aren't huge factors. Well, steal
I wanted
is,
to
but
max
block.
out my steal and like bring down my block a bit because I don't know how much I'm actually gonna block. But bring down my offensive rebound as well.
Right, but you don't really. You're a fucking guard. Do you really need offensive rebound?
Nah, that's
No,
what I'm saying.
not really.
I'll put it like 60 because I kind of want to be a hustler. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it'll work out.
Well, it'll also help against other guards if, like, let's say the big men are out on the perimeter and you're happen to box out a guard.
Yeah, exactly.
But I would
Bring down my
say you're.
interior a bit too.
Yeah, but that's because it. Yeah, but interior defense. How often are you going to be playing interior defense? Not very often.
On a switch, yeah, but that's about it.
Yeah, if they can get a good switch, but I would say your 3-pointer will probably go up to like an 84 if you drop your wingspan or something like that. Which is kind of funny that your 3-pointer at 6 foot whatever is gonna be the same as mine at 7'3".
Bro, I'm six. If I'm 6 foot, my mid range goes up to an 83.
If you're
My
6
3-point
foot,
doesn't. Yeah, okay. So 6'5", everything's the normal. Everything's what I sent you guys. I increase it to 6'7", my shooting drops, but my defense
but
increases.
well, try and put your height at 6'7" and then change your wingspan to the lowest it goes and see what that looks like.
Decrease my weight. I get faster. My lateral quickness is faster. My interior defense decreases.
If you increase your weight,
Decrease. I'll be like 195. Decrease my wingspan. My wingspan at 79 inches or whatever is 79.0 is 84 or 81 3-pointer and 82 mid range. But I decreased my steal to 76 and 68 of my block.
Right, and that's going to 6'7", you said?
Yeah.
That's still not, well, when you really think, that's really still not all that bad, because with the boost
With
from,
badges.
well, with badges and with the boost with Dome, or someone else having 4 general, you're basically automatically boosted to an 85.
Pretty much. 6'6".
And you have really good defense.
Yeah, I'm gonna see about 6'6".
6'6" will
109.
probably bring you up to an 83 or so. 84 mid-range, 83.
82, 3, and 83 mid range.
Oh, close. Which would put you at an 86 with the boost. Which, if they keep
I like my defense though. My defense.
right,
Your strength increases when you have a lower wingspan. Really?
that's fucking weird.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, that
That's
is
kind of
really weird.
that's stupid.
Yeah, see, this is the stuff I don't look at. I never noticed this stuff.
But no, that one even 6'6" wouldn't be bad to be playing the 2 guard, bro.
I'm gonna be.
Except for I have a feeling what a lot of comp teams are gonna do, bro, is they're gonna play 2 point guards, one at the 1, one at the 2, and make them 6'5". I have a feeling that's exactly what they're gonna
All
do.
right.
And
Let me do.
basically,
Let me do my 6'5",
yeah,
195 pounds.
like basically have one of them be like a slasher or something, like a two-way playmaking slasher or whatever, and then have one of them be a shooter. And then it's like you're not losing much, or I should say shooting guard. From what I've heard, is that 6'5", like the slashing playmaker, shooting guard or whatever is really good. But either way, you're gonna have people either playing 2 points or like 2 guards that are like basically the same height at the 1 and 2. And then I don't know what I really don't know what people are gonna do at the small forward until they change pie charts. Unless
Yeah,
people
I
are
know
going
what
to
you mean.
use that LeBron build. I don't know if did I ever send you the link to that?
Don't think so.
I'll send it to you. Because it it's a LeBron build that gets 61 badge points as a small forward.
Six four ain't a bad height either, though. 200 pounds. It's not bad.
So the one I'm sending you, you could easily make the guy at 6'8" if you wanted to, but this guy makes it at 6'7".
Yeah.
But still, you have 61 fucking badge points, which is kind of nuts. I'll send you that, but I also sent pictures. I also have pictures of it too.
Alright, let me start again. Preset builds. I didn't see this. That's
I
so
heard
cool.
not to. I heard not to try it because you won't be able to see your guy. They'll just put you in the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay, that makes more sense.
Well, damn it, I have to upload the pictures one by one. So this would take a few minutes. And the crazy thing with this one is you could easily get yourself as like Hall of Fame quick first step and Hall of Fame downhill. And basically like the game like does so much crazy shit with those 2 badges because well, I heard that they changed quick first step in the actual game because otherwise it was giving you a blow by animation every single possession.
True.
But downhill is nuts too because that's like transition. So like if you're a slasher going in transition, basically like yeah, like I said, I'm fully uploading all the images so you can if you want to just look at the images, you can see what he put as stats. So but
Alright, point guard, shooter, defender. What I'm going for right now.
you don't want to try this build? Okay.
I'm more of a point guard,
Well,
and
as
you
I
know that.
say, well, I know that, but I'm just saying if you like playing, you could still play a semi-quasi like point guard role from the small forward. It would also give us another ball handler.
I
Does
guess.
he get 86
And
ball control?
no, But not very many builds unless you're a friggin' point guard get 86 bullet control this year. Point guard or a smallest shooting guard. Like I said, you can always back out. I just want you to take a look at it and see if you like it or not. Because like I said, you get 61 badge points, which isn't bad at all. Like my build only gets, I don't know, fucking 56 or something. I think it is.
Yeah, my build is 95.
Your build gets 95?
Yes, sir.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Badge point wise? Yeah, right.
Oh, but I'm
I
talking
think the
about ball
highest.
handle. I thought y'all still talking about ball handle.
Oh, no. Badge point wise. I think the highest badge points that I've seen is like 65. And that's on a point guard.
My block goes up to 66 from a 60, and I increase my height 1.
It's kind of funny.
To what? To what height?
From a point guard, I start at 6'3", right? I go up 1, increases by 6 to a 66. My defensive rebound increases from a 78 to an 81. My shooting doesn't change.
To what height?
6'4". That oh shit! Going to 6'6", I can increase my block to 13 plus. That's crazy. It's not that bad. I might be at 6'4", man.
Bro, I know someone who made a 6'2", 6'3" Curry build, and literally was just like abusing like Hall of Fame difficult shots, Hall of Fame like.
Bro, I can make my guy
basically
5'7".
Yeah, you can. I saw a video of that
That's
this
so
morning
funny.
too, bro. I saw a video of someone using a 5'7" point guard and like fucking just hiding behind screens and hitting threes. But yeah,
That's
one of
crazy.
my buddies made a 6'3" Curry build with that could speed boost and also like had good shooting like had Hall of Fame shooting badges and shit like, and Hall of Fame playmaking badges. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's just stupid. And not only that, like it's also crazy because you can equip Hall of Fame quick draw, so you can, if you want, you can actually even use Curry's jump shot, and it's stupidly quick. Like they can't even get a hand up to contest.
I'm gonna need Hall of Fame quick draw or at least gold because I hate slow jumpers. But a
That's
lot
why
of
I'm putting
people
Hall of
won't
Fame
have
quick
them.
draw.
A lot of people won't have quick jump shots.
No, they won't. They'll have slow
Especially
jump
stretches.
shots, and then, well, hey, you're talking to the person that's putting on Hall of Fame quick draw, so.
Oh, my bad.
No, because bro, well, not only that, it's not even so much stretches, bro. It's gonna be like the people that make lockdown builds, and the people that make like playmaking builds or builds like that are gonna cater to like their playmaking or their defense, and then they're not even gonna upgrade quick draw, and then they're gonna bitch and moan as to why they're missing shots when their jump shot is so slow that the person can
Yeah.
easily contest.
People won't like that. People won't like having to need a badge to speed up their shot.
I like it though. I actually like it though because it makes it so you have to be smart in distributing your badges.
I don't mind it, but for people like me, because I don't shoot slow. Like every 2K, my jump shot is at the quickest, and I like the
Two-way
quickest.
sharpshooter. What I made. Two-way sharpshooter. Kyle Lowry, Eric Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe.
That shit out of here.
Eric
Every jump
Bledsoe
shot
is
I
not a
made is the
two-way
quickest jump
sharpshooter.
shot, so I need my jump shot to be fast. But I don't mind it. Like if I need it, I just got to put on. It just sucks that that's 4 badge points
AJ,
I have
look,
to use.
apparently Eric Bledsoe's a two-way
Or
sharpshooter.
3 if you go gold.
Yeah, with 3, but
I would say what
Yeah,
it
need some
is
Kyle Lowry, though.
probably no badge is like slow or something like that, and like
no patch is
Let me
probably
test it on all
default.
overall.
or I should say very slow, I should say. And
Has
then
anyone ever
like
tested it at a 60 overall?
No, I feel like that's a waste of a
yes,
build for
not
me.
someone did, and I don't remember who, but like they basically couldn't do anything. But
That's funny as hell.
I have a feeling, like I said, like no badge is very slow, bronze is slow, then like silver is like basically medium or whatever. and then probably gold is quick, and then like Hall of Fame is very quick. If I had to hazard a guess,
I'm gonna
it's
make.
probably the way they did it.
I'm gonna test it at 80.
Test that gold.
80.
Taste. Well, test your quick draw at gold and see what you think, or Hall of Fame.
What overall should I test my build at?
I would say 95.
Because that's like what you would get to near the end of the game.
Oh no! That bro, they're saying you're gonna be able to get to 95 within a couple of days.
If you buy VC.
Well, yeah, if you buy VC, but they're saying it will take about 40 hours to hit 95, and then your your overall fluctuates between 95 and 99, but you
I
can
know,
never
yeah, I
drop
saw
below
that.
95.
I'll be back, guys. I gotta join this party chat to talk about soccer real quick. Yeah, thanks.
Ooh.
What up, man?